Welcome students, this is question number 7. Now we are being given the data. Let me present the data. You don't have to do this because it's already given in the question. Now I am writing the question down. So for effective presentation, I need this data presented by means of a table. Okay, so that looks much better. Okay, so we are being given what is called as the number of bananas to the nearest ton produced annually on a farm over a 6 years period. Okay, so this is the data that is being given. So let me write down here, this is the year of production and this is production in tons. So in the year 2010 the farm recorded 150 tons of banana production. In the year 2011 275 tons were recorded by the farm. In the year 2012, 100 tons were recorded by the farm. 2013, 40 tons were recorded by the farm. Now this happens, due to environmental reasons like flooding and storm and drought. This is possible, 2013. And in the year 2014, 125 tons were recorded. Now, finally, 2015 is given, 210 tons has been recorded. Now this is the data set we have. So we have to answer the following questions. Now what has been asked is, on the chart we are asked to represent this data. Now what we will do is, we will first draw a line like this. Now this is going to be a bar chart. Now, we have to know the name of the chart. This is called as a bar chart. So we will have to list out the tons, right? So we will have to spread it in this diagram. So we can start here with 210, or I would say 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. So this is going to be the year of production, and this is going to be production in tons. So you will have to specify these things clearly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this into 50s, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. In 2010 we got 150, so this is going to be my bar. And 2011 275 will be somewhere over here. So you take a small point here, small distance away, and go all the way to 275. Okay, so this should be 275. I'll write it as 275. You don't have to write it, but because there has been a slight overlap there. So now 2011 there's 100, So 100 is going to be 2012 is 100. So this is going to be 100. And 2013 it's going to be 40. So 40 is somewhere over here. 2014 125 is somewhere over here. 2015 210 will be somewhere over here. Okay, fair enough, fantastic. So probably if you have a good coloring, say a dark blue or some colors which gives the intensity, then you can shade it, right? So this will enhance your paper, right? So that would be a plus point for you from the examiner's point of view. So that is the first question. Okay, fair enough. Now they are asking you the next question. Determine the range of the number of bananas produced between 2010 and 2015. So range, how do you calculate the range? This is a formula. You need to write the formula. Highest value minus the lowest value. So what is the highest value? Clearly the highest value is 275. And what is the lowest value? 40. So what is the range? 235. So range is equal to 235. You box that. Okay, that's the second question. Okay, so having given you this, let me move on to the next question. So this is the next question. C. The question is stated as follows. Now in this question they are asking us, during which year was there the greatest production, okay, of bananas? So you go up here, you refer to this bar chart, find out the tallest bar or the highest bar, where is it occurring? Clearly you see 2011 is the year where there is a greatest production of bananas. So you write this as the answer. They're asking which year. You need to state it. In the year 2011 there was the greatest production of bananas. Now you see the question, it is clearly asking you which year was there the greatest production of bananas. So you need to utilize these words in the answer. You cannot simply state it like that, in the year 2011 and stop. Don't do that. Make it complete. Okay, so that also gives an impression that you are serious in your business. So the next question, this is question, what is this question? How is this information shown on the bar or on the chart? So how do you see this information on the chart? Can you tell me? This is the chart. How is this information represented? So what do you see? The information is represented, you need to write this. The information is represented by the highest, this is the keyword, you need to use this word, by the highest bar in the chart, right? So this keyword should be present in your solution, otherwise they won't give marks. So let me move on to the next question. Okay, so I want to have the graph in the same sheet, so I will have to write the question over here. Now this is the next question. They are asking us between which 2 consecutive years was there the greatest change in the production of bananas, right? Now you can also get this answer from the bar chart. Now you see this distance between this and this. Okay, it is fairly big enough. Distance between this and this, it's really huge. Distance between this and this, moderate. This is also moderate, right? I'm talking about the comparison. It's all moderate. Now these two distances, 150. So this 2010 is 150. 2011 is 275, right? But 2012, you see the downward slope is really huge. Okay. So between which 2 consecutive years was there the greatest change in the production of bananas? So you need to state the solution. Between 2011 and 2012, I see a huge downward slope. It can be either downward or it can be upward. So the answer is between 2011 and 2012, there was the greatest change in the production of bananas. Now, how is this information shown on the bar chart? How is this information? Can you get the answer for that? So what did we look into it? Okay, this is the next question. This is the final question of D. How is this information shown in the bar chart? So what do you see here? The solution is you need to use this keyword, drastic what? Change. How did we come to the conclusion? By looking at the change in the height. There was, you can either use is or was. Okay, so I'm using there is this drastic change in the height of what? Height of the bars. Is it not? So that is the conclusion for this beautiful question. So this is a very beautiful statistics question that gives you how to come to a conclusion by visual data, visual representation of the data, because this is the data that has been given to us. And what are we doing? We are utilizing statistical tools. In this case, we are utilizing bar chart to represent the data given visually. And all because of this visual representation, we are able to make the following conclusion, or in other words, we are able to answer all these questions. So thank you everybody. We'll move on to the next question.